What happened to your ambition and your motivation? Kings and queens, what's happening? So I asked the question about what happened to your ambition and your motivation. And I know it comes and goes sometimes. Sometimes you just like, I don't feel like it. Sometimes life gets in the way. And sometimes you just lose the passion, right? There's two things you got to do. Well, there's a few things, but two things that I'm going to mention, right? You got to pivot. And I'm going to put all this around my favorite thing, one of my favorite sports, basketball, right? There's a move called a pivot, right? And when you're dribbling the ball and you stop, you have the ability to put one foot in place and you pivot, right? You pivot the other foot around. You pivot, you come back. Those of you that hoop, you know what I'm talking about. So when you pivot, you have the ability to see somewhere else. You have the ability to make another move. You have the ability to execute in a way that you didn't have before. It's about perspective. The other thing that you have to do, or that you have the ability to do, is to box out. The other thing that you have the ability to do is to shoot, right? And I often say you got to be in the game. I'm trying to call some people into the game, right? I'm trying to say, Smith, you're in. Johnson, you're up next. Williams, go get Murphy out. He messing up, you know? You got to be ready when it's your turn. You're taking the shot, you got to keep shooting. You got to keep putting it up, and eventually something's going to fall. You got to shoot. You got to keep firing until you get some baskets. And once you get a rhythm, it's over. The problem is a lot of you haven't gotten to your rhythm yet, and you gave up before you even got the rhythm. So in the meantime, while you're going for that rhythm and you're focusing on that rhythm, this is what I want you to do. I want you to keep shooting. And those people that are around you, that are on your team, they're gonna box out because they're on your team. They're gonna box out. They're gonna help you rebound. And you need to follow your own shot. Follow your shot. For those of you that aren't basketball fans, are shooting. And when you shoot and you feel like it's not gonna go in, you need to go and follow the ball to the basket and anticipate whether the ball is gonna bounce left or right, right? Or if it's gonna come right back at you if you just shot it a little too hard. So that, to me, is the emphasis and the analogy of what you really need to be doing in order to have an appropriate way to get back to your ambition or your passion or whatever that. Make sure you're doing those things. Pivot, box out, rebound, follow your shot, right? If you could just box out and rebound, you'll get the ball again. You will get the ball again, and guess what you have the opportunity to do when you get the ball again? You're gonna score, right? And eventually, even if you're missing, you're gonna continue to score. I guarantee. Don't waddle in self-pity. Get up, get out, go for a walk, talk to somebody, move on to the next thing. Whenever you miss that shot, don't dwell on it. Just know, all right, the next one's gonna go in. If you miss it, the next one is going in. Put some points on the board. I'm about to call you in just a minute. Let's get it.